It is now 6:07. Well, welcome everyone. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here today. It is now 6:07, and with that, we will be opening the meeting, or doing a recall to order of a regular meeting. Jackie, can we please start with a roll call?
Amanda Ernest.
Here.
Fred Davis.
Here.
Steve Byers.
Here.
Ariel Owens.
Present.
Christopher Boyce. Daisy Ramirez.
Present.
Dante Bynum. Jenna Zimmerman.
Here.
Thank you. All right, next item is item 8, public participation and recognition. Public comments. Members of the public who wish to speak to the board should complete a request card prior to the start of the meeting. This section of the meeting will be reserved for comments from the public. All comments should be limited to 3 minutes. Criticism of individuals is not in order. Jackie, do we have any comments? Thank you. All right, next item is board correspondence. Board members, do we have any board correspondence? I hope everybody had a great break. I know that some people are getting over some illnesses, but we are back and ready to kick off the school year. So with that, item C is student board correspondence.
Happy New Year. Our application for the new student board member is open and it will close on the 10th. So if there's any high school students who would like to apply, go ahead and there's a bulletin board in the middle of the commons, or there should be a link in the daily announcements. That's all I got.
Thank you. So apply. We look forward to reading those applications. All right, the next item is consent agenda. Item 8, approve consent agenda items. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda items 5B through 5E, approval of board minutes 12/17/24, personnel action items, purchase order requisitions, budget calendar fiscal year 2025-2026 as attached. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Fred Davis.
Yes.
Steve Byers.
Yes.
Ariel Owens.
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez.
Yes.
Dante Bynum.
Yes.
Amanda Ernest.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, old business, item 8, DeKalb County Area School Districts County School Facility Occupation Tax.
Hey
This is-
Daisy, I have a question
Yes.
before you vote on this. Since this was on before, we have already voted on it. I wanna understand why this is coming back up. Because we put this out to the taxpayers and they said no. So why are we putting this back on here? What school is asking us to do this? And who's on board with it? What school districts?
Sure. So when we did the first vote around, it was asked at that time that if it didn't make it, that we would ask again in an open session to revote it, to be able to put it back on to the ballot.
Right, but Sycamore's already gone out to the public saying that they're not asking for this again. So who's asking for this?
So the rest of the school districts are.
Okay. All of the rest of them but Sycamore are asking.
The only one that is not as, well, although they're supporting it, they're not voting for it is Indian Creek and Hinckley Big Rock because they're the smallest of the two, but the rest of the school district superintendents have asked that we consider.
So we're just out here beating down our voters after they say no to something.
Well, they're asking if we can put it on the, on the ballot to support the rest of them.
Okay.
So in essence, again, this is, just to clarify, this is not something that we are necessarily voting for, but rather to give people the option to make the decision for themselves.
But they already made the decision and we're doing it again.
That is factual.
And we wonder why people don't trust us. Okay,
We are also asking people to also collaborate with other districts, so just, and taking that into consideration and taking the fact that other districts don't receive the same funding, I think it's also fair for us to, again, put it back on the voters. They could shut it down again, and that's perfectly fine, but at least it doesn't lie on us whether or not we give them the choice to choose for themselves. All right, any other questions? Okay. Item 8, DeKalb County Area School Districts County School Facility Occupation Tax. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the resolution the resolution directing the regional superintendents of schools for the county of DeKalb, Illinois, to certify to the county clerk and said county the questions of imposing a retail occupational tax and a service occupational tax to be used exclusively for school facility purposes, school resource officers, and mental health professionals for submission to the electors of said county at the general election to be held on the 1st of April 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second? Roll call?
Steve Byers,
No.
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce,
No.
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Vante Bynum,
Yes.
Amanda Harness,
No.
Fred Davis.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, item B, Association of Two-Way Dual Language Conference. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the request of 9 educators to attend the ATDLE, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'd rather spell it out, conference on June 18th through the 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Vante Bynum,
Yes.
Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers.
Yes.
Thank you. Item C, Preparate Conference. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve up to 10 people to attend the Preparate Conference in Denver, Colorado from April 9 through the 11, 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Vante Bynum,
Yes.
Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Ariel Owens.
Yes.
Thank you. Item D, DHS International Trip, Czech Republic. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education, or actually, they changed the wording at this, I apologize. It is recommended that the DeKalb CUSD Board of Education approve this request for the DeKalb High School Band and Orchestra students to travel to Prague, Czech Republic in November of 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Vante Bynum,
Yes.
Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce.
Yes.
Thank you. Item E, National Art Education Association Conference. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve for 4 educators to attend the National Art Education Conference. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Vante Bynum,
Yes.
Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez.
Yes. Thank you. Item F, District HVAC bid results. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve base bid number 1 and alternate base bids number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 8 to DeKalb Mechanical Incorporated of DeKalb, Illinois, in the amount of $1,365,000. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes.
Could Tammy let us know what the difference in cost again was between doing the fans versus the air conditioning system for those ones that have the stratification fans?
I don't have that actual cost of putting.
Microphone.
I'm sorry, I don't have that actual cost of the exact cost for the 3 buildings to do air conditioning in those. The reason we weren't moving forward on those, because at this time, there isn't a need to replace the equipment that serves that space. And typically, air conditioning is put into our elementaries when we are at the end of life of the equipment that serves the space. When it is replaced, then the unit that would be replaced with would not only provide heat, but also air conditioning. Since we're not at that point, I don't actually have a budget cost for that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? All right, so let me read it one more time. This is item F, District HVAC results. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve of base bid number 1 and alternate bids number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to DeKalb Mechanical Incorporated of DeKalb, Illinois, in the amount of $1,365,000. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Roll call?
Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Vante Bynum.
Yes.
Thank you. Item G, resolution to demonstrate support for Vision 2030 statewide education plan and priorities. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education review the proposed resolution in support of the Illinois Vision 2030 and bring this agenda item back as action. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I think it's the top. Recommended that the Board of Education adopt the resolution in support of Illinois Vision 2030. Below it says,
So are we
Review
adopting
the
it already
proposed.
officially, Jackie? Yes, right?
we already reviewed the proposed resolution.
Read under
So,
the motion part, not under the content part.
Towards the top.
so under the actual agenda item, okay. It is recommended that the Board of Education review no, it's not reviewed, so approve. Approve then, right? Let's see, is this, no, it's not this.
It's not that, it's up here, this one. Recommended.
Gotcha, the top one. I apologize. Okay, so we just have to update the bottom one too. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so let me go back again. Item G, resolution to demonstrate, not to demonstrate, then that would be to approve then, Jackie, right?
What does it read?
To demonstrate support for, so then just go back to this one.
Lana Quinette, what should it read?
It's demonstrating support.
just-
You're just
yeah,
okay,
approving,
just
you're
approving the
approving and
support.
saying you're demonstrating support.
Okay. Item G, resolution to demonstrate support for Vision 2030 statewide education plan and priorities. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education adopt a resolution in support of Illinois Vision 2030. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Fred Davis,
Yes.
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Mario Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Stacy Ramirez,
Yes.
Dante Bynum,
Yeah.
Amanda Harness.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Items, or next item is Mitchell Elementary School business. Item A, Mitchell Elementary School updates.
Second. There it is. All right, just wanted to give a quick update since I haven't been in front of you with some recent pictures. Wanted to share that, right, we've already started installation of bathroom tile. There's some pictures in here of that, but starting out, here's the main entrance. It is still in the works, but has come a long way since the last picture we saw. This is the main entryway from the inside, so those shapes are right above that front door when you're standing just outside the cafeteria, the main office. And this is going to be drywalled shortly, so this is really gonna change the look of that entryway, hopefully by the next time I bring in some pictures. If you walk down the corridors, the glass is already in the classrooms. This is from the hallway. I believe this is into the art classroom to the left here. So they have not only the skylights, but then they also have light that is able to come in from this hallway, but it's frosted glass, so it doesn't have the disruption that they would have from traffic going through. Some tile pictures from the toilet rooms that have started. They have the wall tile up and will soon be putting the floors in. I threw in some mechanical rooms because some people really like to see these because this is the guts of the building on how things work. There's a few of these and they're pretty intense to take a look at, but those are well underway. This is the middle second grade classroom. This looks similar for the middle second, third, fourth, and fifth grade in the wings that have been built. But this is the one that would not have had exterior windows, and it's opening up to the innovation pod, but the roof is slanted, so it creates some sight glass and some sight windows at the roof level. So it still has natural light coming in. Second grade innovation pod, just to kind of show what that looks like from the inside. And that's what I have right now. When I was there today, we were getting all of our casework delivered, so that means within the next week, they're installing all the cabinetry that goes into the classrooms and offices and such. So I'll have some great pictures in the next month, and everything is still on schedule. We're anticipating we're gonna start taking rooms over in April to start cleaning them one at a time. And then with any hopes, it'll be about May when we start, June, we'll actually take full ownership and occupancy. And then we can start moving everything else in. So very excited where we're at with the project. I should also mention, we just put in the purchase for the majority of the furniture has been placed. So that will be coming on time. And since we were able to get the order in before the end of the calendar year, we got in before costs went up with the new calendar year, as well as the playgrounds. The playgrounds have all been ordered too, so we're able to get those ordered before the price increase of January 1. So again, looking forward to all of this.
It's exciting.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The main entrance reminds me a little bit of a high school. I don't know why. A little bit, just a little bit. I think it's the high ceilings. I don't know what it is.
The windows.
Right, the windows.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's beautiful. Thank you. All right, new business. This is, okay, let me go. Any questions about that? I apologize. Two for Tammy? No? All right. Thank you. All right, item, new business administration, item 8, student discipline, for student number 010725. This is an action item. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the expulsion in advance for student number 010725. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Steve Byers,
Yes.
Ariel Owens,
Yes.
Christopher Boys,
Yes.
Lacy Ramirez,
Yes.
Dante Bynum. Yes. Amanda Harness,
Yes.
Fred Davis.
Yes.
Thank you. Item B, Adrian Deferred Conference 2025. This is an information action item due to time sensitivity, and it is being brought to us by Ms. Parker. Oh, and another guest as well.
Hello.
Dr. Shaw and team.
All right. Good evening. I'm here with members of the Social Justice Committee, Dr. Shaw and Mrs. Odie. You all can chime in anytime you want to. We're here to request approval to travel out of state to attend a Dream Deferred Conference in Los Angeles. We were invited to present at this year's conference after DeKalb session received the highest rating of the entire event last year, marking it an exceptional success. It's information action due to the fact that we found out less than 48 hours prior to break that we were able to present there. And we want to be fiscally responsible, and we want to make sure we stay inside the budget of the grant. As you all know, we have amazing grant people and wonderful teaching and learning that gather together, and we write grants in a specific way to ensure that we are spending money in professional development in these areas. And so we're asking for it to be information action so that we can secure lower travel accommodations. I just wanted to say that from last year's session, Dr. Shaw was there, and Kelsey will be going this time if board approved. We actually met several people, and we found out that it wasn't just about like the getting our name out there and everyone saying amazing things. We actually have a teacher now who works at one of our elementary schools that we met at that conference that sat in our session and said, this is a place that I want to be. She actually has moved 75 miles and brought her husband and her 2 children to DeKalb, Illinois after meeting us and hearing such wonderful things that are happening in this district. Now, I'm not saying this is a recruiting effort, but listen, we will bring somebody back from LA if we need to, okay? So that's what we're asking for.
All right, well, first and foremost, congratulations. Thank you for the work that you all are doing, and not only representing our district, but also showcasing the things great work that everybody's doing. Thank you for that. Do we have any questions? No? All right.
I've got a question.
Yes, go ahead.
So this says that we would be sending 2 staff members, but I see here that it says hotel 1 room times 4 nights.
I think you're looking at another attachment. This was up to 8 for a Dream Deferred. That is another agenda item that's coming after this.
Is he saying 10? That's the.
Let's look at B. Chris, look at B.
I have B clicked and it says registration. Oh,
You're looking at
never
C.
mind. I'm
Leave the meet and rejoin.
Chris is feeling a little bit under the weather for any of you, and those of you that just got here.
In the meantime, what are we presenting on this year?
We are presenting on 2 different sessions. One session will be the follow-up for increasing student voice, and the other session is actually called You Wear Glasses, Clark Kent, and it is helping educators to see that the internal work of addressing their own biases is extremely important.
Have we considered, I know that this is about like obviously amplifying student voices, and I know that Jenna has done a great job, and I don't wanna put Jenna or add anything else to Jenna, but you know, in some of these presentations, it'll be awesome for you all to include, cause I attended one of the sessions that you all presented at the Preparate conference, which you all did a great job. I mean, great job, like the whole room was engaged and it was
100 people.
It was over
Over
100
100
people that showed up to your session and people were engaged and wanted to know more. Like, have we considered possibly taking one of our student leaders or
Yes.
our student leader?
Yes,
I think that would be a great opportunity.
I agree.
Resume builder.
Last time we had a clip of Jenna, but it wasn't the same, was it?
Right, yes, you were there, Jenna, but definitely, I mean, and I don't know what that process will look like, right? But I think that it would be great to consider.
I think that's a great idea.
To have it first. You
How
know.
are we doing with Chris?
We're back with it.
Chris, would you like to, do you still have a question?
No, it's for the next one. I was on the wrong agenda item.
All right, well, thank you, Chris. All right, item B, and this is an information action item. If we don't have any questions, then we'll proceed with the voting, if that's okay with everybody. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the request to attend the Dream Deferred Conference on March 5th through the 7th, 2025. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Roll call?
Ariel Owens,
yes.
Christopher Boyce,
Yes.
Daisy Ramirez,
Yes.
Dante Bynum, Amanda Harness.
Yes.
Fred Davis. Yes. Steve Byers.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck. All right, item C, how do you pronounce that again? Iditarod Educators Conference. This is an information item brought to us by Ms. Sarah Montgomery and her team.
I got really excited about Iditarod, but maybe since I'm hmoving to introduce, I get to go. That's not the case, as was already pointed out by Chris, the 2 people are going. But I wanted to introduce Dr. Bailing and Crystal Eagle. They will talk to you about the Iditarod conference that they are proposing to attend. Thank you.
This is super intense. I just want to say I've never done it before. So I wrote everything down, so I don't forget anything. Thank you, school board members and Superintendent Garcia Sanchez, for allowing me and Dr. Bailing the opportunity to present our request to attend the Iditarod Educators Conference in Anchorage, Alaska. This conference will be covered by Title II and the Teacher Vacancy Grant. Lincoln School has been on a journey for several years now, learning, exploring, and discerning the Iditarod, also known as the last great race. This journey began almost by accident after I took a 3-generational trip to Alaska with my mother and my child. While there, I had the opportunity to meet Jeff King, who is a 4-time Iditarod winner. I attended an informational session at his homestead in Denali. Later, I was able to experience a dog sled tour in the Tongass National Park. In the fall of 2018, I shared my experience with students and staff regarding my trip to Alaska. I did not know then that all of this would lead to a school-wide eagerness to take a deeper dive into all things Iditarod. It is with the support of my teammates that we request this opportunity to attend this conference so that we may learn more about and experience firsthand the cultural and educational significance of the Iditarod. We then will share our knowledge of and our passion for the Iditarod with the students at Lincoln in order to nurture and to grow this very special, very unique educational experience. With me is Dr. Bailing to talk a little bit more about it.
So our school, our kids absolutely love when it's time for the Iditarod. Everybody picks a musher, they follow it, and we've seen this excitement grow, especially for the kids who have done it year after year. And so this conference, it gives us an opportunity to work with other educators. They have a whole team of educators that wrote a curriculum that includes lesson plans from every facet of our day. that you can implement when during the race of the Iditarod. It usually takes about 5 to 7 days-ish. And so we would not only be able to work with these people who wrote the curriculum, but it also gives us a chance to work with other teachers who have already implemented it. We will also get firsthand experience with meeting the mushers, being able to talk with them, and making connections up there that we can then bring back and even like add to what we've been able to do with our kids so far. We'll also have the opportunity to visit a homestead and learn how they train their dogs and be able to have that firsthand experience to then bring back to our students. And of course, be able to bring those lessons back to our classrooms to just to make everything more excited, more connected, and to really help with our students' engagement, because this is something they really enjoy. And we know how hard it is sometimes these days to get kids to stay engaged, and this would be such a great way to do that for them. So we're hoping that you'll be able to improve that for us.
Any questions for them?
All right, I'm back. So I guess just reading the requests and everything on here, I see that it's saying 1 hotel room times 4 nights. I'm just going to come out the gate and say that I would actually like to seek consensus from our board to make it 2 hotel rooms. I don't know that I like the idea of sending 2 staff members and forcing them on their private time after the conference to stay in the same room together. I think it would be more appropriate.
Chris, I can
Yes.
speak to this. We have different allocations that we can give to different groups, to different PD. So it isn't unusual where sometimes some of the conferences, depending on the cost, that we ask staff if they attend, that they share a room. So we don't have the additional funds to cover the additional rooms given the expenses of this conference, because we weigh in how many people are going, how far, and all of the other expenses. And if we split it with non-grant funds, then we run into problems with the grants because we cannot supplant those funds. It has to come from one bucket or the other.
We're good,
Yeah,
Chris.
we're fine.
We like each other, we're good.
But thank you for raising concerns.
Yes.
We
Okay.
appreciate the thought.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? No? All right,
Don't take off right away, because when we get done, I want to give you some information on the dogs and stuff.
Absolutely.
Some experiences I've had when I worked at elementary school, you'll love it.
That'd be great.
all right, awesome. Consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, item D, MOU with American Institutes for Research. This is an information item brought to us by Mr. Billy Wermo.
Yes. Ms. Montgomery?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so focused on the Iditarod. Yes, the next information item should look familiar because I have come before you to talk about the air contracts, because we had it at the middle school. So the air contracts, once the buildings receive the different designations, they have to use the American Institute for Research per ISB, per the state, and they give us the funding for this. So it's really a formality that I come before you and say, can you give approval to this, because you kind of have to.
All right, any questions about that? No? All right, consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, item E, request to bid waste recycling services. This is an information item brought to us by Ms. Tammy Carson.
Every couple of years, we do like to go out for bids for our waste recycling across the district. It's that time. Our contract will be up with Waste Management, our current provider, and June 30th, so we just like to get this underway so we can get it out on the streets.
Any questions about that? No? All right, consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Thank you. Item F, DCTA program course approvals, salary schedule, credit, and CWC course approvals. This is an information item brought to us by Ms. Deetra Salas.
Okay. It's always on when I come up here. Good evening. So coming.
Turned off.
I did not touch it. Thank you. Okay. Coming before you is the PRC, or Professional Relations Committee. meeting notes. This is for DCTA members that are pursuing additional coursework and/or programs of study in order to move on the salary schedule. So we had a meeting. These are our new people that are qualifying, and we're bringing it to you now for information. It'll be coming back to you for approval. Any questions?
No questions? All right. Consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, item G, new course proposal, DHS dual credit college algebra, Math 150. This is an information item brought to us by Ms. Sarah Montgomery and T. Okay.
Amy Broadcorb is here. She's our secondary
Oh,
STEAM
it's up.
manager. Sorry.
It's up. It's extra sensitive.
Redo. Amy Broadcorb is here. She's our secondary STEAM manager to present. Here's another exciting opportunity to bring in an additional dual credit class to our high school. This is a huge cost saving to our students. This will be $50 for a transcript fee, and the college algebra is highly portable. So this is a great addition. So take it away, Amy.
She kind of stole my thunder because I think that's like the biggest, point is that our students are getting college credit at $50. So, yes, so there's a couple things with this course. One, we already have a dual credit stats course that is a semester-long course. This would be the second semester, so now they can get 2 college courses done in math. This is also great for our students who are not gonna go that science math route, which is probably the majority of our students. So this would really take care of that math course that they would need to take. So it's very portable. It also, they do it in a high school setting with a high school teacher that they're familiar with. It's a great opportunity. I'm really excited about it. And we already have staff that are certified to teach it, so it would not require any additional FTE. Any questions?
I think this is a great opportunity, just even looking at it from a higher education perspective. I know that college algebra is even the basic, it's a, for anybody, regardless of what their major is, whether they're getting a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, college algebra is the basic standard that everybody has to take. So it definitely is a requirement for whether, and if you are going the STEAM route, it's still an opportunity for you to start those courses early because you're gonna be taking math 4 years in college.
Yes, you are.
But if you're not, then it's obviously, of course, it fulfills that requirement, so going into college, you don't have to fulfill it anymore, which is great. And the fact that we offer the stats, it goes along perfectly to meet the full math requirement from a higher education perspective for those students doing the Bachelor of Arts requirement.
I'm just curious who the targeted students are. Is it the, where would this fit in the flow of the progression in the math course?
Actually, it's a great opportunity because right now I feel like we're light when it comes to this group of students, which is I think our middle majority of students that don't necessarily maybe want to take that pre-calc calculus because they're not going to go that science math route, but still want to get those college credits done. It's a comfortable setting. It's also part of our early grad program, so now they don't have to take it at Kish. They don't have to go to Kish to take the classes. They get to take it with, one of our own teachers. So I think that middle majority, and it's going to be like junior, seniors who, hey, math isn't my thing. Anything that has calculus in it, even if it's pre-calc, it's like, I don't know if I really want to take it. This would be great for them. Also, if they are taking that dual credit stats, that's 3.5. This will give them the full year, so it's 4 credits instead of 3.5.
Will it fulfill any of the regular algebra requirements that you need to go through to be able to?
No, so this is more, the college algebra course is mostly kind of an extension of Algebra 2. So you would still have to do like your Algebra 1 and your Algebra 2, and this is kind of an extension of those Algebra 2. And then it has some stats and some other things built into it, but it really is kind of an extension of the Algebra 2 course for your students. So it doesn't fulfill an Algebra 1 or Algebra 2, it just kind of extends it to a college level. Okay.
That is awesome. All right.
Anything else?
Any other questions? All right, consensus to bring this back?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, then the next item is superintendent report and update.
It's me. Welcome back, everyone. If you saw my postings on social media, all I said was welcome back. We were excited about getting us ready for the second semester. I know that it's a little tough to getting back into school, but once we're in, we're in. It's gonna come by really fast. I'd like everybody to make sure that we're on tight, that we're paying attention, that we're coming to school consistently, on time, and ready to do the work that is required of us so that we can matriculate to the next year. Thank you to the parents and the guardians and the caregivers to ensuring your help in making sure that that happens. Thank you very much. And to obviously all of our staff that makes it happen every day on the ground with the kids. On Monday, yesterday, the Beyond One Barb Transition Center actually opened up. So we were very excited. The kids were very excited. We had a couple of hiccups, but Dr. Lisa Becker was there to support us as making sure that things were done well. And so we're very excited about that prospect. Matt McIntyre is making sure my kids are very safe and that they're being watched over, and our staff are doing great things over there with the kiddos. So I'm sure everybody's really excited about that. I've also, unfortunately, during the break, we had an incident occur in our community where we had a fire. And as unfortunate as that is, and things that came of that, we're still working, the city's working and families are still working with social services and other service areas. But I wanted to make sure that I would be remiss if I didn't shout out the Student Services Department for all of the work that they did with our families and our students and the community in general to make sure that we provided services and supports to those families. Everybody is back in school, except I know we have one or two little stragglers that we're looking for, but everybody is back and we are supporting them in the school buildings. And of course, we want to make sure that they feel the belonging and the warmth that we're trying to give them as they transition through this episode that occurred in their life. So if you're out there in one of those buildings and you have our kiddos, thank you so much, and making sure you just keep an eye on them, that they feel good about being there and that they feel safe. Let's talk about boys basketball. So our boys basketball team won the championship during the winter break, so very excited. Can't wait to get out to the game, so make sure. And then I'm just gonna bring this up. So I did go to the wrestling opener, the orange and black competition. If you saw me there, you saw that I was there for a little bit. I can't handle it. I have a thing about, that kind of wrestling and stuff like that. It's just a mom thing. I all gung-ho for the kiddos and the coaches. You guys do amazing work, an amazing job. It's just me saying, I'll go and I'll cheer for you, but I probably won't last that long, but I'm really gung-ho for you and everything that you do. So continue, I'm turning red already because I feel some kind of way about it, but congratulations for winning championships, continuing to be upon your plight. And it's young men and young women, we have the schedules out. For those of you that are stronger than I am in watching this, go out and cheer our kids on, they need you. The same thing for any of our sports and our performing arts, et cetera. So just putting that out there. And then the last thing I want to say is I want to shout out Rita Elliott for finishing our annual report. This comes out once a year. Actually, our version of this last year won the award. And I'm gonna say this wrong. So last year we received, Rita received on behalf of the district, the Illinois National Association of School Public Relations Association.
Pretty close.
I said it right. Award. So yay, Rita. She set a high bar. This is great. If you haven't taken a look, have a look. We have it online. We also have it on paper. Feel free to pick it up. You can pick it up in the buildings, or you can pick it up here at the Ed Center. More than happy to share. We have plenty of copies, and we want to make sure that everybody gets to take a good look at it, what's happening, highlights across the district. So thank you. And that's it. I'm going to turn it back over to you because I turned really red, and I just feel really embarrassed that I said that. Okay, thank you.
All right, and with that said, it is getting colder out there, so let's try to make sure that we bundle up. I have a teenager at home who I have to chase out of the house so she can wear a coat, so I get it, but I always tell students, it's better to be safe than, to get sick. So But with that said, it is now, 6:46, and it's a record, right? It's 6:46, and with that, it is recommended that the Board of Education will adjourn. Is there a motion?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
I need a second. I need a motion and then a second.
Oh, Jackie, why do you change things on me,
We
Jackie?
do it at every meeting that way.
All right, it is now 6:47. And with that, it is recommended that the Board of Education will adjourn. Is there a
So
motion?
moved.
Second? Is there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.